these founders, so I'm going to be very brief. But this is really special for me. I grew up 5 minutes from here. I grew up, my entire family chose to live here, raise our own families here, and start a business here. My wife is an entrepreneur, got a patent, taught herself how to sew, and I remember the late nights of her building her own business 7 years ago. She now operates that business in Tulsa, America. And it's just, this is really special, yeah. It's to see this right here. If we're going to build a top 10 state, it's going to start in rooms just like this. Just like this. So I was at the state capitol all day long, but when I knew this was the best event that I was going to be doing today, and I just kept waiting to leave the state capitol to get here, because I want you to hear that from me, that as your Lieutenant Governor, on behalf of the state of Oklahoma, if we're going to build the kind of state that we want to build, to truly be a shining state to other states, doing it the right way, it starts in rooms just like this. And if we don't make this investment, the ACT Tulsas and the I2Es and these other, in a public-private partnership way, if we're not doing this, then guess what? These founders will leave, they'll cross over invisible lines, and they'll go to other cities and other states to start that dream and build that dream. We want you all to be doing it right here in Tulsa, America, in the great state of Oklahoma. So thank you for being here, to being dedicated to the people that I'm sure you love, that you're ready to hear from. But I just want you to know that I've got your back as a statewide elected official in this state, to be investing in entrepreneurs across the state in all 77 counties. So thank you to ACT Tulsa and for the leadership here. So I have certainly the privilege and the honor of introducing our first founder tonight, who's on the front lines, and that is very true, the front lines of restoring intellectual property to Greenwood. Y'all heard of Greenwood before? Yeah. Well, the world's hearing about Greenwood today. So she secured her own patent and is en route to creating her own lasting legacy. That is very true. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder of Bounceless, Chantel Lott, onto the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Lieutenant Governor. The truth is, it is painful to work out for more than 40% of the female population. Fuller bust women wearing D-cup bra size and larger with an underbust, small underbust, represent an underserved market in the fashion and retail industry, which leads to struggles in finding activewear. The struggle shows up in middle school, high school, college, and well into their 50s and 60s. Shout out to the silver foxes out there. Fuller bust women can all agree upon one thing. It is challenging dealing with the bounce. I'm Chantel Lott, CEO of Bounceless. As a former track athlete, I know the ups and downs, literally, of finding a sports bra that supports doing the most intense workouts. We're gonna take it back a little bit. Remember that time you were jumping on the trampoline with your friends? While all the laughter and fun tricks are happening, Fuller bust women are wondering, will I bounce out of this bra? You may have noticed, or not, how some women have to bring their arms to their chest if they have to go into a quick run, or the woman on the slow speed of the treadmill at the gym. On average, Fuller bust women work out 37% less than non-Fuller bust women, or they're settling for less intense workouts. Not to say that anything is wrong with these, it's just that they can do better or more, and they want to do more. But without the options available in sports bras, they're limiting their options on what they will do. As an adult who wants to remain physically active, I knew there had to be a better way, a better sports bra, one that would not allow, I did not have to supplement with other sports bras, and one that would allow me to run and jump freely. With our patented design sports bra, we allow Fuller bust women to focus on the action rather than reacting to the bounce. How does the Bounceless Control sports bra put the bounce in check? Additional support is provided with an embedded breastband. Full coverage and adjustable straps allow for the ultimate bounceless experience. Our sports bras are designed for the lovers of running, dancing, horseback riding, and of course, jumping on trampolines. Take O, for example. She's now able to do jumping jacks without feeling like her chest is slamming to the ground. Those were her words. Or Kelly and Brenda, who both now enjoy running without the bounce meeting them in the face. Our business model is simple. We use guerrilla marketing strategies to direct traffic to our e-commerce site. We show up at trade shows and host pop-up shops. For B2B, we are building relationships with regional bra boutiques in order to establish wholesale accounts. Meeting our customers where they currently shop simplifies the process. Additionally, we are talking with athletic departments at universities to help the women in sports meet their bounce reduction needs as well. On average, sports bras cost $77 for the good ones. But women are buying multiple ones either to make it through a single workout or they're seeking that support. But in the end, their frustration levels increase and they're spending more money. Our sports bra retails at $85. Women can wear one during a workout and it lasts anywhere from 6 months to a year depending on the woman's workout regime. Over the past 6 months, we have seen the growth trends that we will continue to strive for. We have successfully rebranded from Concept C3 to a name that says it all, helping women bounce less. We have increased our online conversion rate by 127%, and we have expanded our team. Thank you. The product design team consists of myself, fabulous Deborah back here, Ollie and Grace from the product place, and Janelle champions the community-minded side of Bounceless. With plans to expand our product suite to be an exclusive activewear brand for fuller bust women, we will lead the way in how these women work, play, and live Bounceless globally. Now, anyone, and that's y'all, who has a mother, daughter, aunt, grandmother, wife, girlfriend, or any female friend that you know could use our product, we invite you to share this link with them. We also welcome advisors who write Bounceless checks to come and give us. Come join the Bounceless experience. Thank you.
I'm not a fuller bust woman, but I would like to try a bra as well, just FYI. Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Morale. I am the Executive Director of the Kretz Family Foundation. We invest in racial equity and racial justice, and a facet of that is economic mobility and also entrepreneurship. And so we are a proud advisor, partner, and funder of ACT Tulsa. We are grateful for the work that they are doing with entrepreneurs across the city. They are bringing in Black and brown founders to help them develop and create big, bold ideas that they're able to build out and implement. And so I'm excited to introduce Chandler Malone with BootUp. So really quickly before Chandler comes to the stage, I just want to say that Chandler is the type of entrepreneur that we want in Tulsa. Chandler came to Tulsa 3 years ago, and I think very similar to some of the stories in the room, somehow Tulsa keeps you here. And not only has Tulsa kept Chandler here, but he's able to be an active community member in Tulsa every single day. And we are grateful for entrepreneurs like that who are not only building businesses, but being active parts of the community. And so, Chandler, we're excited to have you come and tell us about BootUp and how you are helping diverse talent enter into the education marketplace. Chandler.
Hustle officially straight, hustle unlimited faith, hustle relate, if you gon' touch you and say, stay down through the hard times, front line when it was your time, self-made, pushing hard lines, trying to tell you niggas that it's hard to
my name is
act on the
Chandler
floor.
Malone. I'm the CEO of BootUp. We're building the tech talent pipeline of the future. So right now, there's a 2 to 5 million person talent gap in the tech industry. This gap is projected to grow to 85 million people by 2030. This is great for the industry. It's showing that it's growing. We're always going to have new technologies, but at the same time, we need to find a way to fill these talent gaps. Meanwhile, the largest talent pipeline into the tech industry, the university system, has been declining in enrollment year over year for the past 11 years, leading to almost 3 million fewer people in college now than a decade ago. And so we're trying to help fill this gap by helping make it easier for individuals to break into tech regardless of what their background is. Work with non-traditional tech training programs to increase their admissions and improve their placement rates, and then make it easier for companies to get comfortable hiring this non-traditionally trained talent where they don't necessarily have a history of hiring from. So to date, you can see that we've worked with some of the largest companies in the world like Dell and JP Morgan, and also some of the largest tech training programs like Design Lab, SV Academy, and Prominio Tech. Since launching our product in July, we've helped 329 people get their first jobs in tech for over $23 million in annualized salaries. Along with that, we've worked with over 125 boot camps and vocational training programs and have engaged over 80 employers. So to just explain a little bit more about our business model, we will always be free for individuals. We will always be free for boot camps and vocational training programs in supporting the placement of their candidates. We do charge a placement fee for helping boot camps increase their enrollment, and we also charge enterprises a placement fee for pilots and then an annual subscription to help them fill their talent gaps or upskill some of their current employees at retail companies such as Home Depot, where they're looking to turn some of their cash registers or some of their cash register clerks into software engineers to fill their growing IT needs, as e-commerce is their fastest growing business line. And so after launching that product in July, we grew revenue 100% month over month from July to November to a 7-figure run rate, which helped us to close a $2.1 million seed round. Our investors are some of the best ed tech and future of work investors in the world, and we're really thankful for them for supporting us. As we transition our product from a software as a service product into a marketplace, we're really excited to open up a $2.5 million seed extension round, which we'll be beginning to raise for in March. We're really thankful to the city of Tulsa, the state of Oklahoma, for being such a great launch pad for us to get our company off the ground. And it would be a great opportunity for us to be able to provide great returns, for some of the investors here to reinvest that back into the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Tulsa. Thank you guys so much, and have a great evening.
Hustle relate, if you gon' touch you a safe. Stay down through the hard time. Front line when it was your time. Self-made, pushing hard lines, trying to take.
Good evening. My name is Adonis Brewer, and I'm an advisor with ACT Tulsa. I have the privilege of introducing the next group with the Come Home team, and they are working on a project that is near and dear to my heart. If you've seen the program already, this team is working on something that basically, for lack of better words, they're helping people go from bald to bold. Bald to bold. Now, I'm very close. I'm getting so close, and Kenny's been working on me. Majoy's been working on me too. And I tell you what, with your support, you can help this team get to that next level and make all my dreams come true. Maybe one day I'll get there. Without further ado, let me introduce to you Kenny. Kenny with the Come Home team. Let's do it, Kenny. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by asking for a show of hands. How many of you know at least one bald man or one man dealing with hair loss? Raise your hand, stop playing. Now look around. That's almost the entire room. The research says that 2/3 of all American men are going to deal with some kind of substantial hair loss by the age of 35. That's nearly 50 million men. And many of these men are going to deal with anxiety, embarrassment, loss of confidence, or even depression along their hair loss journey. And it can happen to anyone, including me, Kenny Honor, CEO, co-founder of Come Home. Personally, I started dealing with hair loss in 2014, and I was shocked. I went from wearing confidence to wearing hats. I was embarrassed, and the jokes from friends and family didn't help. Naturally, I tried the 2 FDA-approved hair restoration products. I started off with Rogaine. I tried it for 4 to 6 weeks, but it didn't work for me. The research actually says it only works for 1/3 of the men that use it. Finasteride, on the other hand, has a higher efficacy rate, but comes with some pretty nasty side effects, like erectile dysfunction or reduced sex drive. So needless to say, I decided to pass. After suffering from hair loss for almost 3 years, I finally decided to shave my head, or come home as we call it. Talk that talk. And I received a great reception, but that shouldn't have surprised me. Because research from by some very prominent media outlets showed that bald men are actually perceived to be more successful, more intelligent, more powerful, and more dominant than their peers. Brian, hear me? But don't take my word for it. Take his, or theirs. The point is, people love bald men, but the stigma around hair loss still exists, leading to tons of time and money spent on subpar hair restoration products while causing some very severe emotional trauma for so many men. Well, that stops now with Come Home. Come Home is the first tech-enabled men's personal care brand injecting confidence into the hair loss journey while bridging the gap between personal care and mental wellness. And our mission is simple: to help men everywhere embrace your natural evolution. Now, how do we do this? In 3 ways. Starting with our online, immersive digital community where we provide tips, tricks, expert opinions, and testimonials to support men through their hair loss journey. Next, we leverage augmented reality technology to allow men who are still dealing with hair loss to actually envision themselves in an authentic manner with a shaved head, with no real-life commitment, essentially removing the barrier of the unknown. And last but not least, our suite of scalp care products: a scalp wash, a scalp exfoliator, and a scalp moisturizer. Our scalp moisturizer is our hero product, as she actually solves for the most pertinent pain point for bald men: shaving frequency. Most men have to shave multiple times a week or even every day to keep a clean shaved head. As you can imagine, that can be very time consuming. Our scalp moisturizer solves that with the natural ingredient that actually helps your hair grow slower, resulting in less shaves and more time saved for our customers. We'll start off by selling our products direct to consumer via our e-commerce store to build a direct relationship with our customers. Over time, we will go into mass retail. Many of you are probably wondering why now. Well, the men's personal care industry has seen explosive growth over the last 10 years. By 2030, the global industry is expected to be valued at $276 billion. Our personal TAM is $1.8 billion, and we want a piece of the action. Over the last 6 months, we've seen our community involvement grow by nearly 400%, anchored by our Ball to Bowl content series, seen our customer waitlist grow to 300 plus, and launched our private beta sampling program. Today, we sell products for bald men, and we plan to extend our product line to include other skincare products. But tomorrow lies the bigger vision, a vision of a holistic self-care brand bridging the gap between personal care and mental health. We plan to actually have products that will continue to improve personal wellness and across the way. We will continue to have products that we will only sell products, we also will sell confidence and self-love at a time when the world needs it the most. Our team consists of myself and Joy Lawson, 2 bald men with backgrounds in tech,
entrepreneurship, and consulting. Our advisory board spans the gamut between marketing, finance, retail, and user experience. And they'll help us continue to take the industry by storm. Now head on over to our website at comehome.com and sign up for our wait list. You'll be glad you did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the pitch. Now, which one of you want to help us turn ball to bowl? Welcome home.
Yo, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm Malachi Blankenship. I have the privilege of working alongside all of these amazing founders and this team, some that you're going to see on stage, some that are working behind the scenes that you'll never see. We are so thankful to have you all here. The next company that I get the privilege of introducing is near and dear to my heart because my wife, Rachel, and myself, we had a little one, and so we care about her future. And this company right here is making the future for our children that much better with their educational learning software. So it's my honor to welcome to the stage Edna Martinson with Boddle Learning, and you'll notice baby Boddle as well. Welcome, Edna.
According to national stats, 50% of elementary students in the United States are not academically proficient in core subjects like math and reading. Let me say that one more time. 50% of elementary students in the United States are not academically proficient in core subjects like math and reading. So statistically, every other student that you see boarding the school bus is at a risk of falling further and further behind. And this is a huge problem that's affecting our next generation. It's critical for young learners to master foundational skills early on. If they don't, it creates a learning gap. It starts out as small gaps that grow from lesson to lesson, and these gaps in learning get even wider as they move on from grade to grade before mastering foundational skills and addressing the issues. We talk to teachers all across the country to find out that one, it's hard to keep kids engaged and practicing, and two, it's challenging and time-consuming for educators to identify and address the gaps in learning, especially with over 30 students per class. My name is Edna Martinson, and this is Boddle. We take digital learning content and deliver it to students through fun and interactive games. And as students are practicing, we use AI to identify where the gaps in learning are and target practice to those specific skills, helping them get back on grade level, all while giving data and results back to teachers and parents so they can see instantly and accurately who needs help and what they need help with. We also save teachers a ton of time in the creation and grading of homework and tests. So yes, kids can literally finish their homework by playing a game. Now, in the past 10 months, we've gone from 200,000 registered students to over 1 million registered students. And this month, we are featured on the Google App Store under Apps by Black Founders. Teachers can't stop talking about Boddle, and it's reviews like these that's fueling our growth. Now, our growth has been with math alone, but we're not stopping there. Not only are we the content provider, we are the content marketplace. So we provide the games and the platform, and the content comes from the millions of content publishers and educators. And being at the intersection of a games-first product and an open platform allows us to take advantage of product stickiness, user growth through user-generated content, and more content offerings to expand to other markets. Now, Boddle will always be free for kids to play, learn, and close the gap. We make money through in-app purchases and in-game subscriptions for customizations that enhance the gaming experience and cool features that kids love. And all of these features are still tied back to their learning goals. And as a marketplace, we simply take a transaction fee for additional content that's added. And with a unique user acquisition strategy that really leverages the power of social sharing, we're able to acquire a user for just 1 cent. Now, we've got a powerhouse team to lead the charge with expertise in art direction, machine learning, education, and game development. And we've benefited from incredible programs that continue to support us as we grow. So here is my invitation to you. I would love for everybody to take their phones out and take a photo of the screen that you see, share it with the young kids in your life, kindergarten through 6th grade. Boddle is available on the App Store for Android, Google Play for Android, and the App Store for iOS. And if you're passionate about the education space, an education leader, I would love to connect with you. After this event, you will probably find me near the snacks somewhere, and I would love to chat. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Thomas. I'm the Chief Investment Officer for the George Kaiser Family Foundation. We have the privilege of being an excited partner for ACT House and very excited to be here tonight. I'm also excited to introduce our next founder, who's the perfect example of how success can be achieved through persistence and perseverance. Born and raised in Tulsa, she was able to identify a very specific need in her community to create a company out of care and service. Please welcome Ambrose Midget to the stage.
Gator belts and patty melts and Monte Carlos and El Dorado. So I'm waking up.
So imagine as you prepare for your day and realize you don't have any clean clothes. And well, your towels and sheets, they're a little smelly. Or maybe you finally took that load out, you restarted for the 3rd time, but threw it over there, you know, in that infamous pile of clothes that gets moved from room to room, corner to corner, and bed to chair. Now you're stuck doing a smell test. As frustration sets in, laundry becomes stressful and time-consuming. My name is Ambrose Midget, and I am the founder of Fresh Fabrics, a same-day mobile laundry service. Laundry is the chore most can say never really gets done. On average, a family of 4 washes 8 to 10 loads per week, spending 8 to 10 hours washing, drying, and let's not include folding. Well, Fresh Fabrics has your solution. Our tech-enabled platform with SMS chat, text and email updates offers multiple services to choose from, monthly memberships, and several pickup times, making this process seamless. With just a few clicks from your phone, you can order laundry pickup, like Instacart for groceries, DoorDash for food. These are services to help eliminate the hassle of everyday duties. Fresh Fabric does the same for your laundry needs. I mean, let's face it, the world is evolving to spending a little extra for a lot of convenience. Besides, everyone likes Fresh Fabrics. Whether you're from out of town or a busy parent with children or retired and laundry is just too strenuous, we could all use laundry service, no matter the reason. So how do we do it? We combine our service with tech. Clients are able to choose their desired time, input their pickup location, and add any specific requests. Once they're booked,
They then receive a confirmation email with the date, time, and name of the agent that will be picking up their laundry. We do the rest. Within just a few months, we've been able to increase our clientele by 300% with a 75% return rate and expand it to serving 2 new cities. Creating a system not only for the Fresh Fabrics team, but for existing laundromats and dry cleaners, we continue to help each other grow. Emerging into the laundry industry with new innovative technology like our tech-enabled laundry basket, we create many opportunities. Our laundry basket will simplify the laundry and booking process, taking it to the next level. Making laundry simple is just one of the things that sets us apart. With laundry industry being $60 billion and projected to grow another $15 billion in the next 5 years, Fresh Fabrics is a part of that growth. Digging deep into the weeds of pricing, down to the dryer sheet at $1.55, our clients are happy and our employees are able to earn extra income for themselves and their families. So as you sit back and relax, laundry becomes the least of your worries. Having it returned the same day with a scent of freshness, nice and neatly folded to perfection and wrapped like your favorite gift, and separated by each family member to make the transition from bag to drawer a breeze. A piece of joy bursts from your heart knowing life isn't a hassle, and having Fresh Fabrics not only adds time, but value to your day, and that's priceless. With a team of great advisors and a strong network, Fresh Fabrics is on its way to being a nationwide household name for all your laundry needs. Go ahead and scan. Book with us today at freshfabrics.net. Thank you.
Gator belts and patty melts and Monte Carlos and El Dorado.
Ooh, this is different. Hi, folks. Ooh. My name is Maria Kim. I am head of brand operations at ACT House. I'm super excited to present this next company because they are the perfect example of the ACT model of team formation. If y'all don't know, some of the top reasons why startups fail is because of team disharmony. And when I think of the power of team cohesion and the power of diverse collaboration and people who are from diverse backgrounds, expertise, education, Cadenzo represents just that. So please welcome Mark Lamonck from Cadenzo.
Good evening, everyone. Now, you're probably thinking one of two things. First, isn't this accelerator for companies led by Black and Latinx founders? Or, if you're a little bit more blunt, what the hell is this white kid doing up here? And at first glance, I would not blame you for thinking that. So I'll start off by addressing the elephant in the room. My name is Mark Lamonck. I'm the CEO and 1/3 of the founding team of Cadenzo. And we are on a mission to make live entertainment more accessible for your favorite local music venues and artists, like our friend Ashley. She's the general manager of a venue here in town. Last month, she sent over 130 text messages, received over 250 emails, and was on the phone over 30 times booking the music for her venue. And our friend Ray, he is a local musician that plays 2 to 3 shows a week. Last month, he spent over 30 hours showing up at venues, shaking hands, and sending out Spotify links, booking up his events calendar. Turns out, neither one of them are alone in this. There are over 200,000 local venues across the United States that are manually booking their shows through text, emails, and phone calls. And there are over 7 million artists doing the exact same thing. In August of last year, our team went undercover as booking agents to feel the pain points for ourselves. And what we found was that booking a show on average requires over 25 touch points from beginning to end. And most of these touch points are happening extremely slowly and over multiple different modes of communication. The only thing that's good for is headaches, missed opportunities, and tons of lost time. One show in particular took Andreas over 4 weeks to lock down. But this is where Cadenzo comes in. Our platform helps local music venues and artists book shows quickly and easily by providing them an all-in-one booking logistics tool. With Cadenzo, venues can find shows, book shows, and manage all of the back and forth logistics instantly in one spot. And artists can do the same thing. If Andreas had Cadenzo when he was undercover, he could have turned that booking from over 4 weeks to under 40 minutes. And we do this with our robust profiles that have availability calendars and a discovery page with simple searching and filtering, as well as a chat portal that finally allows artists and venue to bring all of their booking communication to one spot. This allows us to provide our clients with the fastest booking process on the planet. And right now, we're hyper-focused on serving the independent venues and artists across the country recovering from COVID. And they are building this right alongside us, which has made us a force to be reckoned with. That's why over the past 6 months, we've gone from idea to MVP to launching our beta. And in the past 3 months, we built a wait list of over 250 artists and 50 venues across the region. Speaking of artists and venues, Ashley and Ray send their regards. They could not be here tonight. They finally have enough time to take a vacation. And so they're booking their shows for the summer from Barbados tonight. But don't take my word for it. This is what Bobby Dean Orcutt, owner of the Mercury Lounge here in Tulsa, had to say last year, that if Cadenzo works, he'll be able to take a vacation for the first time in 5 years. And I'm happy to report that we will be onboarding Bobby Dean Orcutt and the Mercury Lounge onto Cadenzo next Monday. And we're doing all of this for a tiered monthly subscription based on the number of shows that artists and venues are booking. By doing this, we give venues and artists the upper hand, not the middleman, the booking agent. And by having a tiered subscription based on the number of shows that they're booking per month, we are an extremely accessible option for any venue and any artist of any size and any following. Our team has become obsessed with this industry and this problem since we first met at the University of Oklahoma. And each one of us brings an important and unique skill set to the team. As the musician of the group, I bring the big energy, the creative ideas, as well as the perspective of one of our customers. Andreas is our business architect. Give him an idea, and he will map out every single detail of how to get it done, and he'll get to work on it as well. Troy is Cadenzo's techie. To put it lightly, there is nothing that he can't build, which is why you won't be surprised to hear that he has worked as a software engineer at NASA, GitHub, and HubSpot. That's right. And while it's been a little over 2 years since we first shook hands on campus, we haven't shaken in our purpose, which is to make live entertainment more accessible, not just for your favorite local venues and artists, but for you and me. The word cadenzo comes from an Italian word that means the end of a musical phrase and the start of a new one. If you know of an artist or a venue near or far that needs cadenzo, if you're passionate about live entertainment or live entertainment tech, especially in the recovery of COVID, or if you want to support founders that are located outside of the coastal hubs, then we want to speak with you. Scan this QR code, we'll get in touch, and together we can usher in this new phrase of live entertainment. Thank you.
Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Everyone, my name. Thank you guys. My name is Kwan Yu, and I'm the operations associate at ACT Tulsa, which means I'm probably the person behind some of the emails that you receive. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our next founder. This next founder found local fame in Kansas City. So when we got the chance to bring her tenacious talent here, that was a big win for us and for Tulsa. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next founder, Carlana McKinney.
Everybody By a show of hands, how many people here love buying clothes online only to get them and find out they don't fit? And then you have to return them. Don't you just love that? No? Okay. Well, obviously, returns suck, right? At best, it's an inconvenience for you. At worst, it costs you time and money. But as the shopper, you're not the only stakeholder that is negatively impacted by this scenario. In fact, retailers are scrambling right now to find ways to combat surging return rates. Statistically speaking, about half of all clothes bought online are going to end up being returned. So that means of the $108 billion of e-commerce apparel sales annually, about $50 billion of those dollars end up going back to the retailer in the form of a return. On top of that, returns can cost retailers up to 38% of the original sale, which means if you buy and return a $100 pair of jeans, the retailer loses that $100 plus $38 to process that return. All told, this is $41 billion every year that retailers are swallowing in returns. Now, what do you think the number one reason people return clothes is? Because they don't like how they look. Fit. Which is how they look, right? It's fit. So, we can easily draw a line and conclude that once we solve the fit issue, we solve the return issue, and then everybody's happy. Hello. My name is Carlonda McKinney, and I'm the founder and CEO of Bodify, a platform that leverages computer vision and artificial intelligence to help online shoppers find the brands that will best fit their bodies. We are addressing the universal problem of buying clothes online that don't fit and the fallout effect that has on the e-commerce apparel industry. Our premise is that by helping shoppers make smarter choices up front about what to buy, the purchases they make stay purchased. Now, if you're a person who wears clothes, which is clearly everyone here, chances are you have thought to yourself at one point or another, why does this look terrible on me even though it's my size? Well, it is your size, but it's not your brand. And what I mean by that is not every brand makes clothes that fit everybody. So some things will just never look good on you regardless of what size you wear because you're not shopping in a brand that works. Shoppers and retailers alike would save a lot of time and money if people could easily find what's really going to fit them and where to buy that. And Bodify does precisely this through a process we call brand matching. So let me tell you how it works. We start by getting your measurements, either through a visual input, which is a series of photos, or through a manual input, which is survey-based. Using some proprietary algorithms and data modeling, we map your measurements to brand-specific clothing data that we have stored on our backend, and from there, we can tell you what brands will work for you and what size to purchase in each brand, depending upon the item that you're looking for. We then provide links so that you can go and purchase and complete your purchase on the retailer website, and we collect a fee from the retailer based on your cart purchase, which is 7%. Totally in line with industry standards. We follow an affiliate-based revenue model. Now, while we'll eventually be making recommendations for 80 to 90% of clothing types, Bodify is entering the market with women's jeans specifically. We're doing this for a few reasons. For one, almost all clothing retailers carry jeans. For two, they're not a seasonal item, so our launch is not closely impacted by the time of year, but most importantly, jeans are one of the most difficult items to fit for. So once we crack this nut with jeans, everything else is comparatively simple, and we are off to the races. Obviously, this is not something that we only know about, so there are other people trying to solve this issue. And while from a first glance, it might look like it's a crowded space, the trick is everyone here, except for Bodify, operates strictly in the enterprise space, even though the real opportunity and solution is with direct-to-consumer. Bodify is uniquely positioned here because we understand that brand is best used as a data output point and size layered on top of that. Being enterprise restricts the effectiveness as a solution because you can only recommend the things with the company you have a contract with. Bodify doesn't have to deal with that. So while there are so many potential solutions here, returns are still surging. For now. We're still a pretty early company. We haven't gotten into market yet, but we've had some really cool things happen, particularly in the past 6 months. We've been able to grow our shopper wait list from under 300 people to almost 1,000 ready and waiting shoppers. Thank you. We also now have a retailer wait list of over 30 women's denim brands ready to build and test with us as we open our closed beta next month. And we have some pretty significant later stage capital committed. If you want to join that party, let me know. We're operating really lean right now with myself as the founder and CEO and Neil Pitts as our software architect. As someone who has seen many sides of this issue, I offer a unique approach to solving it. And I've also built a career around eliminating waste in workflows and overall making organizations more efficient. Neil Pitts comes on board with the machine learning and artificial intelligence expertise we need to build this right. And he has worked at startups in the past. He's also put together some pretty awesome technical teams. Our post-funding hire, Vinay, who is currently the Director of Business Development at Rakuten, has worked wonders with their affiliate products, and he's going to do the same when he joins the Bodify crew later this year. I am super excited about what we're building and where we're going, and I hope you are too. If you have any questions or are curious at all about this space, I would love to hear from you. But in the meantime, join our waitlist. www.bodify.io/shopper. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Everybody mad.
Good evening. Oh my God, y'all, these founders. Y'all, Dom, Malachi, Talia, Jordan, rest of the team. Everybody give them a hand. My name is Ashley Sims, and I lead the Build in Tulsa team. We're so excited to partner with ACT Tulsa to do this important work with Black entrepreneurs. We're excited to have them as part of our accelerator network. Our mission is really very simple. We are amplifying and elevating Black entrepreneurs so we can close the racial wealth gap, so we can build multi-generational wealth in the Black community. And these are the folks that are going to help us do it. I am so proud of you guys. I have seen you grow and develop over the last 8 months, and it's been amazing. I get the pleasure of introducing someone that has become very special to me. I hope I don't embarrass her, but I'm an advisor to this young woman, and I saw a spark in her almost immediately. But the thing that's been so amazing is because of Dom, because of the team, Talia, Malachi, Jordan, all y'all, she started to see that spark in herself. And that is the magic of what we're doing in this room, is we're helping these entrepreneurs realize their dreams. And that's good for us, it's good for ACT, it's good for Build in Tulsa, it's good for Tulsa, it's good for America. So, without further ado, I'm so proud, Miss Javen Washington.
We've all heard these sayings before. This year, I'm going to start working out. Or, I'm going on a diet starting Monday. Or perhaps I'm going to start saving money. 72% of people make New Year's resolutions. 45% of those are health related. But only 8% successfully follow through with them. Most of you in this room are like me, trying to figure out how to crush your health goals and be a part of that successful 8%. But why do we struggle with this? Well, sometimes it's hard to find affordable options. We may not have the time, or we just simply don't know how. But we've come up with a healthy, cost-efficient solution that helps you sit back and relax while we provide you with fresh, healthy meals for every day. I'm Javen Washington, founder and CEO of Biteway,
a meal prepping company that uses nutrition science to create healthy, affordable, and undeniably tasty meals. Now, as a food nutrition scientist, I too struggle with some of these same issues. Utilizing the knowledge I've acquired over the past 6 years, I created Biteway to provide that healthier option that saves you time and money. We take recommended dietary approaches, and we prepare delicious foods, and we help people meet their health goals. It keeps them fueled and energized to conquer every day of their week. Our food vendors provide us with fresh, organic, and non-GMO foods, and we make it affordable for the average shopper to reduce their monthly bill from $470 to $270. We alleviate stress with our mobile ordering platform, and we free up time by delivering meals straight to your doorstep. At Biteway, we have 3 different subscriptions that fit just about anyone's needs. So whether you're a single or a multi-person household, we can help you reach your goals. So let's see what some of the people have to say. Our customer, Shantae, lost over 50 pounds with the help of Biteway. Clap it up for Shantae. And the Vo family loves Biteway not only because it's healthy and affordable, but it is so good. I know that's biased, but I'm so serious. With the increase of health concerns and the rising rate of wanting healthier options but not having the access, time, or money, we believe we can address 2% of the market by focusing on small to medium-sized cities starting off. By 2024, we will expand by working with local restaurants, have them prepare our meals so food remains local and fresh, and our customers receive their meals within hours instead of days. Okay, 8 months ago, Biteway was on its last leg as a service company. So we took a bold approach, and we shut down. And we got back to believing what we believed in most, which is using science to help people reach their desired results. So we created new recipes, we enhanced our ordering platform, and we added to the team. Now, Biteway, as a tech-enabled company, has over 40 science-based recipes. We have over a 10x demand, going from 38 waitlisters to 540 waitlisters. And we have a new commercial kitchen where we establish how we get food to you clean, fast, and safe. And it's another revenue stream for the company. At the end of February, we'll be launching our new ordering system. So if you want to be a part of that successful 8% that has the desire to change, set health goals, and dominate them, join the wait list and eat the Biteway. Thank you.
Take a whip it, intermission, let the birds fly. I get money, turn the...
Hey everyone, here I am again. I get the privilege of working with these founders every single day, and I've heard their pitches, I've worked with them, but to just see them up here today, it just still brings me goosebumps. So shout out to them. But our last company to present right now, I want to introduce them by sharing a story. So when we first had our cohort 1 kickoff dinner, one of the questions that we asked them at the dinner was, what was one reason why you almost didn't accept ACT Tulsa? And this company responded with, well, we ain't know if we wanted to move to Tulsa, which is very honest, but needless to say, y'all, they're still here. And they plan to be here for a little while longer. So I want to bring to the stage Chris Davis from Fansub.
I'm Chris Davis, CEO of Fansub, a new way for everyday creators and organizers to engage fans and host amazing events while taking ownership of their data and how they monetize. We are the pay-per-view for the creator economy. Now, before we get into all the amazing product features of Fansub, let's take a look back on some of the progress we made over the last half of 2021, featuring events and clients such as the Tulsa Creative Engine Spark Summit, Temple of Dance, who generated the most ticket revenue on the platform last year, the Slide Through event series, the Harlem Cultural Festival at the iconic Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York, and getting accepted into Google for Startups 2022 Black Founders Fund. Now, the creator economy has exploded, but in today's world, with this multitude of mediums, it is a challenge for creators to effectively manage all the tools they need to grow their fan base, brand, and revenue while continuing to produce quality content. Social giants such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok have allowed creators to amass large followings, but have left them with few, if any, avenues for direct monetization. Creators are operating in a more disjointed environment. They have to navigate various editing tools, disparate revenue sources, back-end platforms, plus more on their own. And to effectively grow a fan base, brand, and revenue, creators need a tool for content creation, fan engagement, monetization, marketing and advertising, and fan data management. Sounds like a lot, right? Exactly. No creator has time to manage all of this while trying to deliver content worth talking about. Thus, creators need one tool to effectively grow their fan base, brand, and revenue, and Fansub is that solution. Fansub empowers everyday creators and organizers with enterprise tools to grow and monetize their fan base more efficiently via data insights, custom push notifications, and the latest in event management technology. With just their mobile phone, Fansub allows these users to turn their living room into a live show or class, stream anywhere on earth, build a brand, and get paid now. With Fansub, creators and organizers can create events of all types and genres, ticket these events with our in-person, live stream, or hybrid ticketing options, send customized and or automated push notifications to fans about upcoming events and new releases, scan in their fans' tickets and broadcast the live stream, then segment their fans via demographic and geographic data for further conversions. Now let's quickly touch on that data that converts. Platforms today provide you with data on where your followers are, but not who they are. With Fansub, creators and organizers will be able to connect a real user to a real location, then strategize unique ways to engage and convert utilizing our fan engagement tools. We're gaining traction with up-and-coming artists in the Atlanta and Tulsa areas and are ready to accelerate our growth. Since July, we have over 2,000 downloads, have an average of 106% month-over-month growth in new creator and organizer accounts, and creators and organizers are making an average of $270 per event on our platform. We make money by adding a percentage to each ticket sold that is absorbed by the fan. 25% for live stream tickets and 10% for in-person tickets. Creators do have full autonomy over their pricing, and Fansub does provide pricing recommendations driven by past data to help them optimize their ticket sales. This opportunity is significant. By 2028, the virtual events market is expected to exceed $500 billion in value. Fansub will capture at least 2% of this market by acquiring music venue clusters in strategic cities, and we've already begun to do so right here in Tulsa. These small to medium venues will serve as the anchors that will influence our network effect. Our co-founding team, with relationships that date back over 8 years and core competencies in software engineering, artist and event management, programmatic advertising, and operations, is dedicated to deliver this industry-changing solution to creators and organizers of all stripes. Come join us tomorrow for our launch event at Living Arts of Tulsa to learn more about Fansub. Doors open at 6 p.m. Let's connect to share insights on how you can be a part of our journey. Thank you.
Can we clap it up for our founders one more time? How y'all feeling? Y'all can do better than that. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Man, I was trying not to cry a little bit. You guys y'all rock the house, man. Y'all feeling good? Good, good, good. Woo! I was over here like nervous a little bit. Ryan was crying, he was wiping his eyes and stuff. I don't know what else to say. Cohort 1, just to kind of tell a little story here. Cohort 1 represented so much for our company, I2E, City of Tulsa, a lot of other ecosystem players in the ecosystem, where it was this kind of kickoff where it's almost like all eyes were on us, and we knew it too. We're just like, oh shit. All this focus. And I'll tell you one thing, this group of founders didn't fold, they didn't break, they didn't crack under pressure. They handled business. And I've witnessed all their journeys, I've been a part of them. Most of them still like me. Heard a couple of laughs. But hopefully it helped them get 2% better in the journey along the way. I have to give thanks to probably one of the most, we can turn on the lights a little bit. I'm a little deeper in the melon category. I have to give respects to my team. Like, you guys are amazing, seriously. Starting off with one person who moves in the shadows constantly, like daily. And honestly, if he wasn't here, I don't know if I would be here, to be frankly honest with you. Today, he said that he came home with his haircut, but the reality is I let him know that, brother, you are not receding like the rest of us. So none other than our creative producer, Jordan McNear. Can we clap it up for Jordan? I know y'all saw his hair. Hairline's still intact, right? He said he came home, and I thought it was highly offensive. I was one of those individuals that was actually struggling with confidence through the journey. Thank God for an ex-girlfriend who told me to go bald. Anyways, I also have to recognize, we gave her a standing ovation, but I'll say this. I met Talia, and I'll be frank, I met Talia, when was that? Was that November what? Yeah, these are good. Let's turn off that back one, but these are strong. You got it? Malachi's controlling the lights. Anyways, I met Talia at Double Shot Coffee right outside. And at the time, my co-founder, Ido David, who's from Tel Aviv, had just had a baby, right? And I was, it was just a family event. All of us were like in the weeds, making it happen, crushing it. Like, it was almost like ACT Tulsa had a child. And so Malachi, who just had a baby, right? I think at that time. And then Talia, who just had a baby. And I was just like, man, they about to have a single man just running everywhere. But two people who outwork me like beyond measure, something happens when you get family. So mom, dad, we'll work on it. I promise you. Can we clap it up for Talia Mayberry? Talia has genuinely, Talia as a human, as a leader, as the director of this program, has genuinely taken skills from the world of sports operations and translated them into the space of incubation and acceleration beyond measure. And I promise you, I cannot do this work without her. When I tell you we are two people who are definitely fun and focused And I think the jokes make us get through the day. Thank God for them. But Talia is just truly, truly amazing. I'm missing some folks. Where's Quan Yu? Quan, hey, y'all heard Quan. Like when Quan Yu got up here, Quan Yu, what's up, baby? Quan Yu came to us randomly I think we met on Guthrie Green. And so I have this thing where we talk about cross-cultural collaboration, and I always say, I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, or Malaysian, right? And funny enough, Quan happens to be from Malaysia. and so we had a conversation. He met the team. Team was like, bring him in. We brought him in, and the rest is history. I need to thank Nick Furley, who is a part of our team, one of our lead video editors. A lot of the things that you all see are really the collaboration of Jordan and Nick. I need to thank Maria Kim, who, clap it up for Maria. There's a larger side of ACT House that is highly focused on helping innovators find their identity and find the right balance of team. And she has been instrumental in driving that process forward. Maria, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Who else? I'm kind of blinded by the lights. Jordan, help me. Who am I missing? We thank Jesus, the adult Jesus and the baby Jesus. Hold on, I'm blanking up here, guys. Enrique, yes, Enrique Morgan, who's our head of design, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. A lot of the dope graphics are a collaboration from his steering and his leadership of what takes place. Russ Forstall, who's our head of engineering. You guys will see a lot of his work in the coming future, which is going to be fantastic. I am forgetting some people. Marla, where's Marla? Marla, we thank you deeply. You have literally, Marla and I do expense, she keeps me in line with expense reports. I don't swipe aggressively, Talia does. But nonetheless, the budget stays in line and we truly appreciate it. Where is Mark? Mark Lowinger. Mark, my man. I met Mark on Zoom and we just hit it off. Like former background, like same background. He has me by like 10, 20 years, but nonetheless, we could connect on that level, but it has been an individual, a business person I have deeply learned from, a consummate leader, a true champion for the work that we do here in Tulsa, has truly opened doors where people haven't seen it. And so publicly, I appreciate you deeply, seriously. To Rex, I love you, we appreciate you. Malachi, come on, can we just, all we did is spar in a back room over some companies and had some bromance over the quarantine on Zoom. And now we're here. So that is awesome. Who else am I missing? Yes. Where's Braden? He's right green. Braden, he said, Dominic, I'm not joining the team, but I'll support the work. And so he has been avid, showing up every week, making it happen. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much, brother. To our advisors, can we shout out our advisors? We have some of the most amazing advisors that are here in Tulsa, and then also from our national network, people from Amazon Fresh, people from MailChimp, people from Google, Magellan, like just across the board. This work cannot get done with a network of advisors who are powerhouse, and we truly, 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 truly appreciate you all, especially for those who are watching. To our partners, the reality is we couldn't do this work without you. You guys believed in an idea and a concept of how do we begin to address the family and friend realm in a way that the infrastructure of America hasn't. And so we appreciate you all for that deeply. Thank you all for that deeply. And I'm big grateful, seriously. Building Tulsa, GKFF, Schusterman, the Bill Cleany family, Tom, golly. Tom was first in. We were sitting around the boardroom. We had one talk, the story's too long. And he leaned back in his chair like a consummate CEO and just said, you know, that makes sense. And that was it. And then next thing you know, it was about, okay, how we starting, how we launching, when y'all moving here, you know, all this good stuff. So thank you, Tom. You have been great and fantastic. The Swank Family Foundation. Am I missing one more? Correct, yes. Tyler, where you at? What's up, baby? I appreciate you. Tyler has been even instrumental in really helping us even evaluate a couple of companies that are actually in cohort 2. So what you all have seen today is cohort 1 present, but the reality is that the work continues and cohort 2 is already launched. They are back here for the first time. It's the coolest thing being able to see cohort 1 and cohort 2. We have 55 applications for cohort 1, 165 for cohort 2. And I don't think it's gonna slow down anytime soon. So big shout out to cohort 2. They just went through strategic planning retreat. They got washed in the ways of ACT and all that good stuff. And so we're extremely happy. I have to, you know, this is what I gotta do it. So cohort 1, there is somebody said something recently. I'm not gonna call this founder out. They may laugh when they hear it. But I have, when we're in the conversation, having conversation with founders and building, right? A lot of what we do is focused on building creative confidence, right? And oftentimes when we think about the psychology of a founder and everything that an entrepreneur has to go through, it's a lot. And so sometimes decision-making can be questioned. And so oftentimes we do a good job of strengthening that. But then one time in a meeting, one founder said, yo, do you even believe in us? I was like, absolutely. Like I'm here. But we get to it, right? We have a lot of fun. So for a mental wellness break, I partnered with a good friend of mine who we decided to actually give every member of cohort 1 a 1-hour massage at Poppy's. So cohort 1, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are a big part of my heart. I hope it is. I hope you feel it. Literally. I hope you feel the love. I appreciate you all deeply. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it rain. Lastly, Jordan, what am I forgetting, man? Okay, great. Lastly, I wanna thank all of you. You all didn't have to show up tonight, but you did. You all came from OKC, from Atlanta, from Tallahassee, all these different places to really begin to support the great work of these founders. Continues to support that work. It doesn't stop here. It's just a moment in time. Connect with them afterwards, have conversations with them afterwards. And last but not least, don't write bounceless checks. All right? So tonight, we are having an after party at Lowwood. All right? Say it again. Huh? We are having an after party at Lowwood that's starting in about 8:30, right? If you haven't RSVP'd, you should have, because I don't control the door. Unfortunately, I might be sneaking in through the back myself. But you are more than welcome to come and have a good time with us. I truly appreciate each of you all. There's so many people to shout out. Like I'm seeing so many different faces right now. Bosh, what's up, baby? Where's Aaron? God, just so many folks. We can chat afterwards. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. And we truly, truly, truly appreciate your time.